This is Doug Jessop. In this episode of Jessop's Journeys, we're traveling at your leisure to Boston, Massachusetts. If you need a cup of coffee, or just to be where everybody knows your name, you need to go to Boston. Yes, the TV show Cheers was based on a real pub right here in Boston. Of course, Boston is more known for having tea parties in the harbor. Here's something you might not know. In addition to taking a number of boat tours and water taxis, the Boston Harbor Islands invite boaters to enjoy their harbor using their own vessels. Launch from downtown Boston or one of the several public boat ramps through the harbor. Boston is fantastic for history buffs. A number of historical sites, including Paul Revere's home, have been preserved, and there are markers to do a self-walking tour of other historical landmarks, including the Old North Church. Now, you've heard of this church. It's the one most commonly known as the first stop on Paul Revere's One If by Land, Two If by Sea midnight ride, where he instructed Boston patriots to hang 2 lanterns in the church's steeple. Now, I have to admit, the rebel in me thinks it's kind of fun to sit in a different seat each week in church just to mess with people, but apparently that would not work in the Old North Church. Apparently, pews have assigned seating. You can't go to Boston without taking in some fresh lobster and Boston cream pie. I mean, come on, Boston cream pie in Boston? My lobster was big enough that apparently they didn't trust me, and so they suggested I wear a bib. The highlight of our trip was whale watching. Now, don't forget your sunglasses, a light jacket, and of course, a hat. Now, here's a couple of interesting tips for whale watching, so we're going to take a little bit of time on this video. Shortly before whales come out of the water, they exhale and create what's called a bubble nest. For me, as the camera person, I'm trying to follow these things and catch this guy on camera. I found out that I needed to learn to follow the birds. They swarm above the water as the whales surface. See? Check this out. After a day of whale watching, don't forget, there's an active nightlife in Boston. You can go along for a midnight cruise, maybe a stroll along the harbor. Who knows? Dad joke alert. You just might find that you can get a lot of fun day trips right here. With another entry into Jessop's Journeys, people, places, and things you might not know about. I'm Doug Jessop for At Your Leisure. We'll be right back.